Hello, everyone. I'm Shirley Sorotsky, Associate Artistic Director / Director of Education at the Hangar Theater. And I am thrilled today to welcome everyone to our first virtual Kid Stuff performance, Mario and the Dancing Princesses, by Rachel Lampert, inspired by the 12 Dancing Princesses by the Brothers Grimm, and directed by Sanaz Gajar, featuring actors from the Hangar Theater's 2020 Virtual Lab Company. We want to start this morning with a land acknowledgement, an expression of gratitude and appreciation to the Indigenous peoples whose territory the Hangar Theater and those of us who create there reside on, and to honor those who have been living and working on the land from time immemorial. So, we acknowledge that the Hangar Theater is located on Indigenous lands of the Cayuga Nation, the Haudenosaunee Confederacy, and the Susquehannock people, and recognize the Indigenous peoples who have lived and continue to live here. We acknowledge the sovereignty and longstanding presence of these peoples on this land, which precedes the establishment of the Hangar Theater, the City of Ithaca, New York State, and the United States of America. I'd also like to thank our partner in education, Cornell University, Kid Stuff series supporting sponsors, Wegmans Supermarket and Guthrie Medical Group, and this production's premier sponsor, Parkitects Inc. Playground Builders. We could not have done this without you all. I encourage everyone to check out our virtual Next Generation Arts Education programming for young people at our website, hangartheater.org. We're offering classes in musical theater, filmmaking, Shakespeare, playwriting, improvisation, you name it, all taught by top-notch professionals and classes that can be taken from home. And please join us next Saturday morning for our next Kid Stuff production, The Emperor's New Clothes. And so, without further ado, I encourage everybody to grab a friend or two, and maybe a comfy pillow, and please enjoy Mario and the Dancing Princesses.
I am so happy to be telling you this story today. It is one of my favorites. I can hardly stay in my chair when I tell it. In fact, I hope that you are going to get up out of your chair or off the couch. Or, if you need to stay in your chair, that is okay too, but be ready to move, okay? Let's begin. Every morning, Mr. Capizio opens his shoe shop at 7 a.m. sharp. His son, Mario, follows him. Sometimes he is skipping, sometimes Mario is leaping, and sometimes he is twirling on one foot. And all the time, his father, Mr. Capizio, is saying,
Mario! Oh, stop that dancing and give me a hand. Get the box of broken shoes and bring them into the shop.
Oh, Father, look! I have perfected my changement.
You know what?
My changement. It's a ballet step with a French name. You start with one foot in front of the other, then you jump in the air, and when you land, you have the other foot in front. Changement! Woo! I have been working on it for days.
Sorry, save the dancing for a time when we don't have so much work to do. Get the box of broken shoes, bring it inside, and then find 12 beautiful new pairs of shoes. Make sure they are the exact sizes to fit each princess. Deliver them to the palace, and do not dance on your way there. The king does not like dancing.
I know.
Good, now get going.
Isn't it strange how every day there is a box of broken shoes sitting outside the shop and it always comes from the palace?
You can call it strange. I call it good fortune. We have a nice, successful business because of those princesses. Their 12 pairs of shoes are ruined every night, and the king buys 12 new pairs of beautiful shoes to replace them every morning. Oh, strange. No, it's good luck.
And what about my idea? That's good too, isn't it?
Yes, it's very nice that you take the worn out shoes and repair the holes and fix the soles and give them away to all the young girls of the village.
So no one goes barefoot. Hey, Dad, do you know what this move is called? It's called Vuelta de Pecho.
The only move I want to see is the one that has you taking the new shoes to the palace.
Okay, Okay, I'm on my way.
Sisters, as the oldest princess sister, I must say that these new shoes are magnificent. What do you think, Benita?
I love mine. Perfect for dancing.
Carolinda?
My favorite color. Perfect for dancing.
Delphina?
Ah, mine are so soft. Perfect for dancing.
Elishiva?
Oh, exquisite. Perfect for dancing.
Francesca?
I love the laces. Perfect for dancing.
Gabriella?
The fit is excellent. Perfect for dancing.
Henrietta?
They even smell good. Perfect for dancing.
Irma?
Oh, it's so smooth. Perfect for dancing.
Jahara?
The heel is exactly right. Perfect for dancing.
Keisha?
Oh, they are beautiful on my feet. Perfect for dancing.
And Brooklyn. Brooklyn!
They're okay.
And
Perfect for dancing.
Good morning, my 12 princess daughters.
good morning, Father.
Morning, Father.
Good morning, Father.
I see you have gotten your new shoes today.
Yes, Father, and thank you.
Father, and thank you.
Yes, Father, and thank you.
You know, I love each and every one of you. Althea, Benita, Carolinda, Delphina, Elisheva, Francesca, Gabriella, Henrietta, Irma, Jahara, Keisha, and Brooklyn. But you girls are costing me a pretty penny with all the new shoes that you require. I wish you would just tell me what you are doing that wears out your shoes every night. You go to sleep at the same time, in the same way, and we lock the same door. And yet every morning when the housekeeper comes in, there is a pile of broken down shoes that were pristine only a few hours earlier. Now, all I'm asking is an explanation. Althea, Benita, Carolinda.
The king knew all his daughters' names, which said something for his parenting. But no matter how many times he asked, his daughters shrugged their shoulders and shook their heads.
Surely my youngest daughter knows the answer. Won't you help me, my youngest, smallest, adorable princess daughter? How about it, Brooklyn?
I don't know.
Ugh, daughters, you leave me no option. I shall send a message throughout the kingdom, asking loyal subjects from hither and yon, any other place that exists, to come to the palace to figure this out. Each loyal subject will spend 3 nights in the antechamber to your princess daughter's bedroom, and then report back to me in the morning. The loyal subject who can tell me why I am buying a new pair of shoes every single day will receive 12 million ducats a year for the rest of his or her life. It will be a high price to pay, but I shall discover your secret.
Now, the princesses were quite upset with this, as they didn't want anyone to suffer, but they really wanted to keep their secret. Maybe if they suggested an awful penalty, no loyal subject would even try.
Since you think our secret is so important to discover, I think that the punishment for failing to do so should be very harsh.
I see.
Something awful.
Something horrible. Something terrifying.
Something like being banished from the kingdom forever.
Yeah.
Oh, I like it. I like it. Banished from the kingdom. My kingdom. Oh, that would be a terrible fate. So summon messengers from far and wide, up and down, in and out, and any other place that exists, to come here to help me find the answer of why my princess daughters are keeping the secret from me.
Quick thinking, Althea.
Well, I had to think of something. What if Father found out that we were dancing? Ever since that very sad day that our mother, the Queen, died, Father has forbidden us from dancing.
Not only dancing, he has locked up all of our musical instruments.
Our paints stopped us from singing.
He's even tried to stop us and everyone else from creating anything. No street festivals, no puppet shows, no magicians.
Since Mother died, Father can't stand any of the arts or any of the joys that they bring.
Do you think there's a loyal subject who will try to discover our secret?
And risk being banished from the kingdom? Never.
But the princesses were wrong. Loyal subjects flocked to the palace to be given a chance to discover the secret. They formed a long line, and the king started with the first one.
Loyal subject number 1. You will go to the antechamber, to my princess daughter's bedroom. There, my princess daughters will serve you supper. After that, they will go to sleep, and you will spend 3 nights and report back to me in the morning why the shoes are so broken and worn. Do you understand?
I do, sire. I will discover the secret and look forward to having 12 million ducats for each year for the rest of my life.
Well then, off you go.
Loyal subject number 1 ate the supper that the princess daughters offered her, and especially enjoyed the cup of colorful creamsicle that accompanied the meal. But little did the loyal subject know that the princesses had mixed in enough sleeping potion to keep anyone asleep for at least 8 hours. The very sleepy loyal subject forced herself to stand at the door of the antechamber and try to stay awake as the princesses got ready.
Good night, Benita. Good night, Carolinda. Good night, Delphina. Good night, Elishiva. Good night, Francesca. Good night, Gabriella. Good night, Henrietta. Good night, Irma. Good night, Jahara. Good night, Keisha. Good night, Brooklyn. Brooklyn?
What? Oh, good night.
Princess daughters sound like they are sleeping. Now, all I have to do is stay awake and see what happens, and then I'll know why their shoes are worn, and then I'll have 12 million ducats each year for the rest of my life.
It sounds like she's sleeping very soundly. Come, princess sisters, put on your beautiful shoes and your beautiful outfits, and let's go. Are you ready? I have the trap door open. Come. Brooklyn?
Here I am. I was just checking to be sure she is asleep.
Don't worry. The sleeping potion and the colorful creamsicle will have her sound asleep until the morning. Now, down the stairs you go.
And down the staircase they went. Oh, I love this part. The 12 princess daughters went down the staircase, through a magic passageway covered with jewels. Then the passageway opened onto an enchanted forest where crystals hang from all the trees. Soon they arrive at a shoreline where they each launch a canoe and paddle across a glacial lake to a fantastic dance pavilion. As the princesses paddled, they could hear the music played by wood nymphs and elves.
Yay, they're playing 1950s rock and roll tonight.
I love the Lindy Hop.
And the twist.
The princesses reach the other side of the lake and practically bolt out of their canoes, racing to the dance pavilion. They are greeted by the world's greatest DJ and MC and an orchestra of wood nymphs and elves who can play any kind of music that there is. Welcome, welcome. Here they are, the honored guests of the evening. Let us put our hands together for the dancing princesses. Woo! And now that they are here, it is time for everyone to get up and join the dancing. This is what we've been waiting for. Come on, all of you. No sitting on the sidelines. The dance floor is yours. Come dance with us. look how you inspired everyone out there to get up and dance with you. But I am sorry to say that it is time to call it a night. You have truly danced the night away, and your shoes are the proof. Time to paddle home. Whew, switching hats again, here I am. So the 12 dancing princesses paddled across the glacial lake, made their way through the enchanted forest, traveled along the magic passageway, climbed up the secret staircase, emerged out of the trapdoor under Althea's bed, and climbed into their bedroom. They threw their worn-out shoes in a pile and crawled into bed.
Oh, what a wonderful night of dancing. Now it is time to go to bed. Good night, Princess Sister.
Wait a sec, I'm just checking on loyal subject number 1. Give me a minute.
Don't worry about that. Now go to bed and dream about the new pair of shoes that you'll have in the morning.
The same adventure happened for 3 nights in a row. The loyal subject drank the cup of colorful creamsicle that the princesses offered her and slept through everything. On the 3rd morning, there was a very loud knock on the door.
Good morning, my princess daughters. I hope you have been enjoying your good 3 nights of sleep.
We never get quite as much sleep as we should, Father, but we're ready for the day.
I see there's the usual pile of broken and worn out shoes. Where's my royal subject? I am ready for the report.
Good morning, sire.
So tell me, what news do you have? What can you report?
Sorry, sire, but somehow I tried really hard, but every night I fell asleep and I have no idea what happened. But I did have a dream about a glacial lake. Maybe that is helpful?
I am not interested in interpreting your dreams. Your job was to stay awake for 3 nights and report to me in the morning. You have failed.
I am so sorry, Your Highness.
Not as sorry as you will be. You are hereby banished from the kingdom and will wander alone for the rest of your life.
Oh, please, can I at least have a dog to wander alone with for the rest of my life?
Loyal subject number 2. Bring me loyal subject number 2.
Well, you don't have to be a professional storyteller to know what happened next. Loyal subject number 2 failed, and loyal subject number 3 failed, and all the many others who tried. The princesses weren't happy that so many loyal subjects were banished from the kingdom, but they loved going dancing every night. And the world's greatest DJ and MC and an orchestra of wood nymphs and elves provided new and different music every single night. That DJ is pretty excellent, if I have to say so myself. There was ballroom dancing one night. Come on, give it a try. That was great. Another night, there was K-pop dancing. Wait until you see this. Everybody come dance with me. Terrific dancing. The princesses were so happy every night, but the king grew more and more discouraged as he banished more and more loyal citizens. One person who remained thrilled throughout all of this was Mr. Capizio.
You know something, Mario? We are very lucky to live in this kingdom and to have a king with 12 princess daughters who love to destroy their shoes as much as the princesses do. I hope no one ever discovers the princess's secret. It is made for such a prosperous life for Me and your mother and you.
I know that is true, but if I ever discovered the secret and had 12 million ducats, that would be enough for all of us to live very well.
It would. But no one has been able to do it yet, so I don't want you to be the next person banished from the kingdom.
I hear what you are saying, Father, but don't you ever wonder what the princesses are doing to their shoes every night and why they are such a wreck in the morning?
No. I'm just happy that the king buys all the new shoes from me. Speaking of new shoes, you should get going.
Okay, but first, what about this? Woo! Fine. Okay, Father, I'm on my way. I've got a few repaired shoes with me. I'm going to drop them off at the school on my way back, so don't worry if I'm a little later than usual.
Mario was on his way to deliver the shoes. He was at the edge of the village green. He knew that he shouldn't try the new bell kick he just learned, but he just couldn't help himself. He did one, and then he added a turn, and then another turn, and, well, he got pretty dizzy. And then, as if out of nowhere, an old woman in a big poncho appeared. And he almost fell right over her.
Oh, excuse me, I am so sorry. I didn't see you. Are you hurt?
That's what happens when I wear my poncho. And don't worry, I'm fine. Just a little shaken.
I was just practicing a dance step. I know the king doesn't want his subjects to dance, but I have a hard time stopping myself.
I used to dance when I was younger. These feet were once capable of all kinds of jumping and turning.
You haven't any shoes?
I lost them a few days ago during a sudden rainstorm. I was going as fast as I could to find shelter, and I just stepped right out of my shoes. When I went back to find them, they were no longer there. They weren't very nice shoes, old like me. But they were the only pair I owned.
Well, this is such a coincidence. I just might have a pair of shoes for you.
Oh no, I don't have any money for them.
There is no charge. These shoes are free. My father made them, and they have been worn and discarded by the princesses, but yeah, I have repaired them, so they look almost new.
I always wondered what happened to their old shoes. I'm glad they're being recycled.
Here, I have these 3 to choose from.
All of these are very beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
You must know about the King's Challenge and the 12 million ducats for each.
For each of the year of the loyal subject's life. Of course I do.
Good. Ooh, I will take these. And since I cannot pay you anything, I'm going to give you something else as payment.
Oh, you really don't have to give me anything.
Don't argue with me. I am an old woman, and I know what I want to do. First, some advice. Do not drink anything the princesses offer you, no matter how delicious you think it might be or how enticing the name of it is.
Okay, I won't drink it.
And take this poncho.
Oh, I couldn't.
Didn't I just tell you I'm an old woman? So do not argue with me.
Don't argue with you.
This poncho can make you invisible to everyone.
What?
Watch.
Hey! Wow.
Why did you ever doubt me?
I never will again.
Now, use this on your quest to discover the secret of the princess's shoes. And when you succeed, you can return it to me. Now, what did I tell you?
Don't drink anything the princesses offer me, use the poncho as needed, and return it when I succeed.
Excellent.
Mario left the old woman and went to the palace where he presented himself to the king in the great hall. The king was so weary of trying to discover the princess daughter's secret, but he was a king and he would not stop because that would mean changing his mind, and kings have a very hard time changing their minds or changing anything, really.
Another loyal subject? I don't have much hope. The kingdom is getting overrun with banished loyal subjects. Wandering alone. You can have a try.
Thank you for the opportunity.
And so, Mario made his way to the antechamber outside the princess's bedroom. Althea brought him a very nice dinner, and Brooklyn carried in a goblet of wine.
Here's some supper for you, young man number 379.
And a cup of colorful creamsicle to wash it down with.
Thank you, and my name is Mario.
Whatever.
Let's go. It's time for bed.
The old woman said I should not drink this. I will pour this into the sink so no one knows.
The princesses did their pretend good nights, and Mario listened.
Good night, princess sisters.
Night.
I think they are all asleep. Now I just have to wait.
Where are you going?
I'm going to make sure your loyal subject 379 is sleeping.
His name is Mario.
Looks like Mario is sleeping. Maybe he's dreaming about you, Althena.
Maybe he is. Come, princess sisters, put on your beautiful shoes and your beautiful outfits. Mine are particularly special tonight.
She likes the shoes! How wonderful! Now, if I put on the old woman's poncho, I will become invisible and can simply follow them. Whoa, look! Althea is moving the bed to the side, and there is a trap door she's opening. There they go! The poncho is making me invisible. Better watch my step. I am right behind Brooklyn.
Yeah. Someone stepped on the hem of my dress.
Well, no one is here. Look around.
But I felt something.
It was probably just the nail that caught your hem for a second. Please keep up with the rest of us.
This is an amazing secret staircase. I can't wait to. The walls have jewels all over them. So many turns. Wait, what's that I see ahead? A forest with crystals hanging from the trees? And all the animals have glowing eyes. This is an enchanted forest. What can possibly happen next? A glacial lake with 12 canoes, one for each princess. I'll just pop into Brooklyn's canoe and she will never know. Whee! Off we go.
We're almost there.
I wonder where there is. Wait, what's that I hear? Sounds like a chamber orchestra. We've landed! I can't believe this! A fantastic dance pavilion with an orchestra of wood nymphs and elves!
Welcome, welcome. Our honored guests have arrived. Tonight, we are enjoying the music of great classical ballet composers. Everyone up on your feet or stay in your chairs, whatever works for you. But join in, okay? Our 12 princesses will lead us in a glorious ballet of joy and happiness.
Oh, perfect time to practice my changement! Dancing, dancing!
You've done it again. You have danced the night away. We will see you again tomorrow night, where you never know what music you'll hear, but it'll always be playing.
Oh, this might be the best night of my entire life! I'd love to throw this poncho off and dance with every princess here, but I must return and get ahead of the princesses so they find me sleeping when they return.
Mario raced through the enchanted forest, but he reached up to grab a crystal from the branch of a tree. He thought he should gather some evidence of what the princesses were doing each night. He managed to get back into the bed in the antechamber and pretend to be sleeping just in time for Brooklyn to crack open the door and see that he was sleeping very soundly.
sleep. Good night, Mario.
Mario spent the next day in the palace exploring as much as possible, but he took a long afternoon nap so that he would be ready for the night ahead. Soon, it was evening. Althea knocked and gently opened the door.
Here's some supper for you, young man number 379, or should I call you Mario?
Please do.
And here, Mario, here's a cup of colorful creamsicle to wash it down with.
Oh, thank you.
Whatever, Mario.
Let's go. It's time for bed.
Hope you like the colorful creamsicle.
It's the best. Thanks.
The second night was just like the first. Mario already knew their secret, but he was so excited for another night of dancing. Mario, wearing the poncho, followed the princesses down the secret staircase and into the dance pavilion.
I can see the dance pavilion ahead of us, and the music is just barely audible. What is it? I hear a lot of guitars.
Welcome, welcome, our honored guests have arrived. Tonight, we are so fortunate to be hearing the dynamic and passionate music of Spain. Everyone, please join us for a night of flamenco dancing. You have danced the night away, but no worries. Tomorrow is another day. Mario, invisible under the poncho, rode in Althea's canoe and raced ahead of the princesses. He took a jewel from the wall of the secret passageway for more evidence to show the king. But he was back in bed before the princesses even arrived.
He's asleep.
Yes, we know.
Mario couldn't wait for another night of dancing, but he did have one regret. He knew that this was the last night because he was going to be reporting to the king in the morning. But he still had one more night, and that was enough for now.
Yes.
The princesses got ready for bed, said goodnight to each other. Brooklyn checked on Mario to make sure he was asleep, and then they set out for their journey. Tonight, the music was like nothing he had ever heard before. Welcome, welcome. Our honored guests are here, so let's start the music. Everybody up onto the dance floor.
Let's start it off with your man. Just because I really love you. I let you treat me love you. Go. Love you. Love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you.
This is so great. So free. I love this. Dancing, moving. I don't want this to end.
Mario dreamt of dancing all night, but he was awakened by a very loud knock.
Good morning, my 12 princess daughters. I haven't seen you in a few days, but you managed to destroy every new shoe. Where is my loyal subject, and what does he have to report to me?
His name is Mario.
Mario, you know his name. Well, let's hear his story, Mario.
Yes, Your Highness, I am here.
So what do you have to tell me? Or am I going to have to banish you like the loyal subjects before you?
No. No, sire. I know why your princess daughters need new shoes every day.
You do?
I do.
You do?
Well, enough. Tell me, everyone. Just tell me.
I will, but first, please promise that after I tell you, you will allow your princess daughters to continue to do what they do that destroys their shoes every night.
And why should I do that?
Because it is something they enjoy, and it brings them happiness, and it brings many other people happiness, and brings me happiness.
You know I'm the king, right?
I do.
And I don't have to promise anything?
You don't, but you have the power to extend a courtesy.
A courtesy?
The courtesy of hearing me out.
Please, Papa, please do it.
Extend the courtesy, please, Papa.
Okay, all right. Your story and make it quick.
Mario.
Right, Mario.
Every night, your princess daughters open up a trap door under Althea's bed and go down a secret staircase that leads to a magic passageway that opens onto an enchanted forest that leads to a glacial lake.
A secret staircase, a magic passageway, a glacial lake, an enchanted forest. This is like a fairy tale.
Well, sire, here's my proof. This is a paddle from Althea's canoe. See her name engraved right here? And this is a crystal from a tree in the enchanted forest. There is nothing in the world like it. And finally, here is a jewel from the wall of the magic passageway. See it glitter?
Oh. Yes, I see. But what does this have to do with their shoes?
Your princess daughters paddle to the dance pavilion, which plays wonderful music from all over the world, all kinds of rhythms and instruments. Your princess daughters are excellent dancers. Every night, they dance for hours to the glorious music from many cultures and in many styles, played by wood nymphs and elves, and every night, their shoes are worn out because they have danced the night away with joy and happiness.
Dancing? They were dancing. I have forbidden dancing. Is this true?
Yes, Father, it is. We've been dancing and we love it, and we know you love it too. We remember how much you and our mother, the queen, would dance every night, practically between dinner and dessert every night.
Daughters,
Yes, Father?
you all love dancing?
We do.
We do.
And you do it every night?
We do.
We do.
And you remember the way that your mother and I danced?
We do.
We do. Between dinner and dessert.
Well then, what can I say?
The dancing is allowed again, and your daughters can continue to dance every night?
Father?
Your Highness?
Daddy?
Okay. Dancing is allowed throughout the kingdom. Oh, and you, thank you, my loyal subject. I will see that you get your 12 million ducats immediately.
Thank you, sire.
You're welcome.
And, sire,
There's more.
since dancing has been forbidden for so many years, in fact, no one has enjoyed any of the arts in a very long time, don't you think there is a need to have a school where everyone can learn to dance?
Oh, yes, Dad, please.
Yes, please.
You are asking an awful lot of me. You know, I'm the king, and kings don't change their minds that easily.
Great kings do.
Okay, I shall open up a school for dancing.
And my father can build all of the dancing shoes for everyone, and wait until you see how beautifully everyone moves, from Althea's elegance to Brooklyn's spunk. The whole kingdom will be dancing.
Speaking of dancing, Father, shall we?
The music played all night. The palace doors were opened and everyone was invited in to join in the dancing. It didn't hurt that the young women of the kingdom had very nice repaired dancing shoes. At one point, the old woman came into the great hall. When Mario saw her, he ran to her with the poncho.
Yes, my poncho was helpful.
Without it, none of this would have happened. I am so grateful. Is there anything I can do for you?
I would like one dance with a great partner.
I would be honored to dance with you.
And so, Mario danced with the old woman. At first gently, then as they danced, it became clear that the old woman had been, in fact still was, an amazing dancer. After she danced with Mario, everyone wanted to dance with her. She danced with all the princess sisters, many of the formerly banished loyal subjects, and finally she danced with the king himself, who seemed to grow younger and kinder as they did the twist, and then the waltz, and then every single dance that you can name.